All right, the day is finally here. Kill Team is released. I was really excited to pick up my copy this morning, and so figured we would share this experience together. I know there's probably a ton of these videos online, but I can guarantee you none of them will be exactly the same as this one. You know, who knows what's going to happen when we open this box. It could be crazy, guys. Anyway, all right, so here's the box. It's actually very heavy. It's like 20 pounds, which is a lot heavier than I would expect it to be. But the box, again, is a nice box, nice plastic wrap to protect it. Mine comes with a unique feature, and that is this scrape on the side. So, if you're one of the people that's lucky enough to get the collector's edition like this, kudos to you. It's really a rare find to find a nice scratch like that. And really, it just makes it so much easier to open the packaging right away. So yeah, let's do that, guys. This is like the best part. I shouldn't even talk over it so you can hear the sound. Okay. All right, so we got the plastic removed. Great art on the back, shows the contents, of course. And I really love that they're going with the orange motif for all the font and all that stuff. I think that works really nicely. It's a little bit of a contrast to the standard packaging that we have. More color is good. They even work it into the logo here, right? Like, so the outline of every letter is in orange. Oh, that's a proper box, mates. That's a proper box. Yeah, so great box for storing stuff. Immediately we're greeted with this Kill Team poster. Unfortunately this isn't Tau, but it will do. That can go on the wall. All right. It comes with some bags. This is something that I think is a really nice touch, just because there's a fair number of games that don't come with bags. Of course, you can always get your own, but it's just it's the thought that counts. Shows that they're considerate. Bases, and then the AdMech stuff is all in red, and the Genestealer Cults is all in gray, and then the terrain is in this taupey color. So these are the exact same sprues that you get from buying the kits standard. So this is a $39 value right here. This. So it's producing two 10-man Kill Team squads. And then look at all this terrain sprues. This is insane. It's really heavy gauge plastic too. It's not as flimsy as some of the old Steeds of Death terrain. This has some nice mass to it. And then Duncan actually released an assembly tutorial today as well that gives you some pointers. But apparently there's a fair number of people that actually have already messed this up. So read your directions, guys. But yeah, look at all this terrain. This is awesome. Great architecture here. Wonderful detail. Yeah. I mean, this is great. I'm very happy about this. In fact, this is one of the main reasons why I bought this box. It's $40 for the book, and then this is $130, so it's a $90 difference. But you get, two $40 units plus this terrain. So it's like $10 for this terrain plus all the accessories that you get with the rule set. So like the cards and tokens and stuff. So it's a really good deal if you look at it that way. And of course, if you can find someone to share it with, all the better. All right, cool. All right, so the box is kind of split in half. We have the sprues on top, because a lot of people just care about the sprues. And then on the bottom, we have everything else. All right. So again, here's that same art. And it almost felt like this was going to split in two, but I don't think it does. All right, so Cool. So if you really like AdMech versus Gene Stealers, you get 2 of these. They're not on the same stock, right? Like this is a much flimsier stock than this one. This is not as high quality as this one, but it is bigger. So pick your poison, I guess. All right. What are these? Okay, so these are the unit profiles for, or the data cards for the different units. So Gene Stealers are on top, and I'm assuming that AdMech are on bottom here, but it has a really nice useful arrangement here where it has a name, their weapons, abilities, and then you can track all their flesh wounds, experience, and everything like that for campaigns. So even if you're not playing Gene Stealers or AdMech, or if you're not picking up one of the new Kill Team release boxes, right? Like, so they're coming out with the Kill Team boxes that have, you know, the unit of 5 or 10 guys, and then all the accoutrement like this. You can still make these, right? So this is a really useful guide for how to have your rules on hand easily. And then we got, let's see, these are the tactic cards. Oh, hey, it even says Kill Team Universal Tactic Cards in English. Thanks, GW. Made that really easy. But of course, it just says that here too. So, really nice set of tactic cards. And then here are the faction tactic cards. So we have AdMech on top, and then Gene Stealers on bottom. And I think there's a few more AdMech tactics than there are Gene Stealer cult tactics, but it's not an even distribution of the two. What would be a box set without dice? Well, most box sets don't have dice, right? But this one does, and it has D10s in it, which, you know, another nice perk, right? So cool orange and black. If you're into Halloween, this is a great buy just for this. But otherwise, it brings back that orange and black color scheme, which I love. So that's useful. All right, and then we get all the stuff that is really, really what you need to play, right? Like you could not have any of this other stuff and still play Kill Team, but having all this other stuff is really what you need to play Kill Team in an effective way. This is measure tape, so I guess you don't need this, right? Everybody has some sort of tape measure, but if you don't, congratulations. Today you just purchased your first measure. But yeah, so here's a measure, and one thing that's nice about it, of course, is that it's flexible, so you can determine your pathing accurately as opposed to just having a straight ruler, right? Like the one that you'd have in school. So that's nice. Guys, how many times am I going to say that's nice? But really, I think I had high expectations when I opened the box. I was assuming that everything was going to be nice, and I'm not disappointed so far, so I'm just going to keep telling you that it's nice stuff. So here are all the tokens. These are going to represent different actions that you can take with your Kill Team members, right? So like this is aiming instead of moving. I'm assuming this is retreating, this is charging. Flesh wounds, maybe? I don't know. I have to read the rules to find out what this actually means. But these types of counters are really useful here, and I'm sure there's a applicable thing that you can do for 40k if you want to use these in other contexts as well. Like, you know, great marker-like tokens if you need them, right? So, works out, guys, it works out nice. Okay, here are the faction-specific guides. So, you know, we can even open this up. Okay, so we have the Devoted Sons and the Gamazul 881. These are the 2 kill teams that are in the box. So let's take a look and see what's in here actually. So it has the introduction with some fluff. Nice artwork. It's basically like a mini codex, right? So it has a fluff, it has an art piece in the middle, and then it has some additional information. So, okay, so maybe it's not like a codex. There's no rules in here, right? So, well, I guess the reason why there are no rules in here is because all the rules are in here. So you don't need that. And the same thing for the AdMech units. Begin here. Oh, hey, here we go. So here's like the quick start guide. So it starts off with how to play the game, the basic fact that there are different phases and what order they occur in, and then it goes through those different phases. So yeah, so move token, shoot token, wound saving throws, injury roll. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. Oofta. Guys, look at this. Alright. So, this is our assembly guide to how to build the hybrids, the rangers, the vanguard, and then your terrain as well. And so, I don't think I've seen Games Workshop produce a assembly manual quite like this before, at least in anything that I've purchased. Some of the Forge World stuff comes close, like they'll have pretty beefy packets, or even like the newest releases that they have pretty big packets, but nothing quite on this scale, right? So, and of course it does have the rules in here as well. So, very well done. And one thing that I love about how they're doing instructions now is color coding. Back when it was just black and white, it was hard enough to figure out what went where, but now they're really color coding, like, okay, these are the pieces you're putting on, you have your option, and this is where you want to put the glue, because it shows you exactly what you need to do, which is great. Okay. Then we have the Kill Team book. It's not hardcover. Oh, hey, there's a base in there too. That's for like the special gunner for AdMech. All right, so we have the Kill Team rule book, table of contents, introduction. So this is where, and then we get into fluff stuff, into rules. How many pages of rules are there? Okay, so the battle round starts on page 20, and shooting phase, morale phase. Okay, so 20 to 36, so 16 pages of rules, and then a bunch of stuff about missions, and then some advanced rules, like how to use terrain. It looks like these are, yeah, fairly akin to the rules in 40K in terms of what's called an advanced rule and what's not. Different kill zones, and then here's more missions. Hey, there's some Tau right there. That's great. Alright, cool. So here are all the missions. Gets into how to build a kill team, command points and tactics, specialists, and then it starts giving us all of our army lists. So every faction that they're releasing at start here, I think it's 16 factions they have, or maybe it's 12 factions, something like that. They have the rules for in here. So this is everything that you need. And then last but not least, we have our gaming board. This is like about a 2 by 3 foot board, not quite, but almost. And it's double-sided too. And it's basically just a picture of one of their done-up Realm of Battle boards on either side. So it looks really nice. It goes well with the terrain that they have, of course, and it provides you a nice, discrete playing space, right? So you don't need a massive table to play on. You just bring this. You can bring this, a couple pieces of terrain, or even like use, like if you really were to pinch, use a soda can or something, but you can bring this, a couple pieces of terrain, and you can play anywhere. You don't have to deal with the whole 4x6 table. This is very mobile, very accessible. Play it on a kitchen table. You don't have to worry about scale or anything like that. So very easy to play on in terms of space. All right, so I'm pretty excited with this. I'm going to leave this book out because I'm going to read this now. But tons of good stuff in here. Tremendous value for what you pay. And of course, it's the GW quality we have come to expect. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put those in the comments below. And yeah, happy wargaming. Hey everyone, this video was made possible by my supporters over on Patreon. If you also enjoyed this video, consider joining our community over there. Special thanks to Max Harrison, NoExcusesPanda, Nick Steele, TauOswell, Paul Lueders, Jared Egeler, Brian Mann, Jake Johnson, Eric Jackson, Youhei Penguin, Peter Benjamin Parker, RP, Christian Gustavsen, Andy M. Young, Julian Peck, Giovanni DiMaggio, and Cristofer Sarale.